What's up, my friend? Today I'm going to show you exactly how to do the underwater effect without the one knob filter, only using an EQ. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know. What's up? I'm Macro from Mixing with Macro. I'm a professional recording and mixing engineer, and I do recordings for major record labels and many independent artists. And my goal is to help you streamline your recording and your mixing process for fast and consistent results. That's why I created a 5-step cheat sheet to help you get to a professional sounding mix in less than 30 minutes. It's a quick read and you could grab it right now for free. I break down everything in there. I didn't hold anything back. You can get all my plugin secrets, all my settings, all my effects chains from the vocal all the way to the master. So go ahead and grab that before you leave. All right, now let's jump in. Now, everyone knows that you could use the one knob filter. This is the one knob filter right here. This one right here. That's what we're talking about. You probably already know what this does, and I'm gonna just play what we got here so you can know. You're probably familiar with this beat. Yep, that's the Family Ties with Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem. That's another section of the beat when the beat switches. All right, so now if we use a one knob filter on it, cool. So that's what it does. It's very simple, but you might want more flexibility. See, the one knob filter is easy. I will admit it's just one knob you got to worry about, but then you might want a different sound because everyone uses the one knob filter. Like anytime you hear an underwater effect on a beat, 9 times out of 10 is the one knob filter. But I'm going to show you that one time where you could use an EQ. Just gonna reset everything here. So this is where we're going to use the EQ, and I'm going to show you how to get the exact same effect but using automation and show you how much more flexible it is. All right, so you can use this with any EQ. You don't have to use this particular EQ. This is just a free version, just in case you don't have the one knob filter and you just have an EQ to work with. But this works with any EQ. So the first thing you would want to do is understand what the one knob filter actually does. What it's actually doing. All the one knob filter is doing is rolling off everything from the high end. So it's called a low pass. All right, let's make this a little bit more steep. So it's called a low pass. So this is all the one knob filter is doing, just that. So let's listen to it. Basically all it's doing. All right, so this is how I would approach it, and I would suggest you do the same. The best way to do it with an EQ is by using automation. All right, so this is how I would do it. On the keyboard of the Mac, you have Control, Option, Command, and then you click the parameter that you want to change. So for us, the parameter is this frequency knob right here. So Control, Option, Command, click it, enable. All right, so it's green now. And to bring up the automation lane on our track here, we're going to use Control, Command, click, boom. So now we got it. So at its very top, this is where it's at, right? So if we move this, you can see how it moves lower and lower. All right, so good. So now let's see what we want to do from here. Let's do half notes. We got less grid lines to work with, so it's right here. Okay, so I'm going to hold Command, click, put a grid point right there, boom. And let's say we wanted to go 4 bars. Let's do like right here, click right there, boom. And I'm gonna put, and these are just the anchor points. This is so when you do your automation, the whole thing doesn't pull down like the rest of the thing is doing here. So we just wanted to stop right here, so we're gonna pull it down. Let's just go into it right here, and then let's have it come out like that. Right, and you can make it as low or as high as you want it. Pretty simple, right? Now you don't have to go out and buy the one knob filter just to achieve this effect. Now what I like the flexibility part of it is that you can even do it with the other part, because the one knob filter only filters and gives you a low pass. Now you got an EQ at your disposal, and now I just taught you how to do it with the automation. Now you can do it with the high pass filter, which is pretty much the opposite. So now let's reactivate this, and let me show you what a high pass filter would sound like. Let's turn, all right. Pretty easy. So same steps. We're gonna do Control Option Command, click the frequency now that we want to try, and then we did enable. Now it's green, and then you do Control Command click, and now we got it, right? So now it's at the bottom because this is the opposite. And boom, we're gonna just have it come out here. So we're gonna do pretty much the same thing. We're gonna have it come in and then roll out. Probably for me, my preference is I still like to hear that thump. So right, boom. And now I can give you another advanced tip where you can combine them together. So we have the high pass and now we have the low pass. So now we're gonna activate the low pass again, which is Control Command, and we're gonna click that. Okay, boom. So now we're gonna set our anchor points right here. Pretty simple. Bring this down, and now it's gonna have that telephone effect. All right, so let's have it don't come in until like right there, so it drops. Boom, let's hear it. You feel me? So once the high pass filter is coming out of it in this section, the low pass filter is still happening, and then boom, everything just drops and comes back into the beat. Now you could use those techniques in different parts of your beat. You could use it just for just one bar. I like to use it like for just 1 bar, 2 bars, to emphasize words and you know, different things a rapper might be saying, just to make things sound cool. You feel me? So yeah, that's it. And you could do the same thing with any other parameter that you got here. So on the one knob filter, you're gonna see this little mode right here called resonance. So you can see high, extreme, no resonance, moderate. Well, all the resonance is doing is this, just a notch filter moving around like that. So if you were to make this a little thinner, and let's put this back to 0. Now we have that. So the way we do it is now we take the gain, so we want the gain to come up, right? And we want it to, you could either set it to roll through or just have the gain peak at just this frequency right here. So around 1K, that's where vocals usually hit. So I want it a little bit higher. Let's put it a little bit higher, maybe like around here, around 3.4K. And then we're gonna activate our gain. Right, so that's how we're going to automate it. Okay, so boom, we got our gain ready, and at the highest point we're going to set our anchor points here, and at the highest point of where all the automation is hitting, I want it to just you hear how the melodies sound a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like it really makes it poke out a little bit more. And you could do the opposite. You could do the opposite way, where the melody dips even more. Right? And if you want it on this part, you could just do the same thing here. Just a normal beat. You hear when it switched right here? Came back in. Subtle little things. I know that's a little bit of advanced steps, and there's a few steps to get to that point. But I'm telling you, like, once you do it, once you understand how to get your automation lane set up really quickly, boom, it's very, very simple. You should be surprised how much you can do with automation. All the other plugins, like I'm telling you, I say this in a lot of my videos, once you understand how to use compression and EQ, once you understand how those two things work, all the other plugins besides your modulation plugins, like I got the tremulator here, reverb plugins, your delay plugins, once you get all besides those plugins aside, Once you understand EQ and compression, you can do a lot of what the other plugins, like the new fancy, new improved, like every plugin that's out there, you can do the same thing. We're just using those 2 tools alone. So yeah, my friend, that's the quick way of how to do it with an EQ. Remember, you can do it with any EQ. You don't need this particular one, but it's free. So if you have that EQ and you're using Pro Tools, you can go ahead and use that EQ. It's called the EQ7. So go ahead and try it out. My friend, I appreciate you sticking through. Go ahead and make amazing music, be creative, and be fearless. And remember, do not leave here empty-handed. That 5-step cheat sheet is in the description right now for you to grab. That would improve your mix. There's a lot of great feedback on it. People love it. People have fast results with it. And yeah, that's it, my friend. Before you leave a comment down below. Let me know how well that 5-step cheat sheet worked for you. Let me know what specifically stood out with you in this video, or just let me know other ways besides the 1-knob filter that you use to put your beat underwater and use creative techniques like that when it comes to automation. I'm always open to learning new techniques. That's it, my friend. I'll see you in the next video.